is we take our thread needle and we push the thread needle up and up and up and up. Now, to get it to about 45 degrees is pretty easy. You kind of look up, you bend your back a little bit, and you change the energy of the arm to more of an angle like this. And what you want to allow to happen is you want the top of the butterfly in the thread to start dipping down this way. So you want it to come in at first toward your face, but then you want to move it so that it escapes your face so that you can get it up here. Now, the sensation is different when you get it flat. When you get it flat, to me at least, it feels like you're pushing more forward because you're doing the circle and you're pushing forward as you go in and out. There's energy that's toward the front of your body, right? The next step is to do it where you're looking straight ahead and you don't have to look up at it. So you're still bringing your hands in and out. They're just up above your head. When you're doing your thread, if you do it really subtly like this, where your arm is out the whole time, it's harder to make it dramatic when it's flat over your head. So one thing that can help is doing it where your elbows are close to your body in the in position, so that when you're up here, it's close to the top of your head and you're not up here the whole time, which is, first of all, a lot more energy, and second of all, technically, I think a lot more difficult to do as well. So you want to do something more like this, where it's coming down closer to your head than further from your head, closer and further, rather than far and really far, far and really far. When you bring it to the in position, come all the way back. So bring your elbow closer to your side. And then also stand up more so that you're not chasing the thread. It comes to you. Good. Now, that energy where you're controlling it and it's not controlling you, you want to take that into the motion as you plane shift it up your body. Now, to do the plane shift, one way to think about it is the top of the circle is coming in toward your face or toward the crown of your head. But the other way to think about it is the bottom of the circle, you're pushing away from you. So it's allowing this to collapse. At the same time, you're trying to get that one to go flatter. So if you looked at just one hand, and you could try this with your stronger hand, whichever one you think it is, if you looked at that motion, you'll notice as I'm pushing it up, I'm also letting the poi sort of collapse as it's coming around the front part of the turn so that it can get flatter. And then I'm just bringing it up over the crown of my head so that it's close, far, far, close, far, in, out, in, out. It's a planar move, so you never do a figure eight. It's always in front of your hand. It's just a matter of how close your hand is to your frame. Is it close or is it far? Is it close or is it far? You are doing it far and very far, far and very far. I'm doing it close and far. So if you think about it as three lengths, where your hand is, where your elbow is like right in front of your body. I'm doing it between right in front of my bottom and my elbow. You're doing it between your elbow and your hand. Your elbow to hand is much harder because it's further from you. And as you're pushing out, you take that point that you're pushing toward and you start angling it up over your head. So one hand follows the other as you're going up, and you start pushing it to a point that's directly over your crown while you look forward. Although I would say looking forward is the last step. I think it's much easier to look at it and try and raise it up, like raise the point that you're looking at and then try and have your fingers match that as you're pushing your hands forward, and then keep looking up, have your hand try and match it, have your hand try and match it until you're looking all the way up, and then you try and get it so that you can look straight ahead. And you have to let your head drop all the way back like this is up.